Well, welcome to NFL Week 5 update. And yeah, it is a good day to wrap up NFL Week 5 with a Monday night game in Arrowhead. We'll get to that game in a later moment. Let's go to Thursday night. Let's start with Thursday night with the Buccaneers losing to the Atlanta Falcons 30-36. Falcons go to 3-2, while the Bucs will go 3-2. Kirk Cousins, 42-58, 509 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, and 1 pick. And you know the rest of the story on that day, so let's just scrap that off. Let's talk about it. Tampa Bay now 3-2. They're going on the road in New Orleans for Week 6. That is a game they're going to need to win. Of course, as of recorded, they are going to be practicing in New Orleans after the news of Hurricane Milton will be passing to Florida. So at least 2 teams will be hopefully stay safe. Of course, Jacksonville's going to go to London. Jacksonville will go to London. Tampa Bay will go to New Orleans. And we don't know about Miami's status, so we'll see what happens there. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they get a short drive to Charlotte, North Carolina for a division rival against the Panthers. Can they keep that momentum? We'll find out. All right, let's go to these Sunday's games. Yesterday, I did not do the NFL update from yesterday, so here are the updates. Jets fall to the Minnesota Vikings 23-17. The Jets fall to 2-3, while the Vikings are still undefeated. So that's something nobody expected. Andrew Van Ginkel, 1 total tackle, 1 pass defense, 1 QB hit, but also getting an interception that turned out to be a touchdown. So great day for Andrew Van Ginkel. And the Vikings are 5-0, so they got to be so happy about 5-0. Meanwhile, for the Jets, now the concerns is in New York. Aaron Rodgers is injured, not an ACL injury, but it's a high ankle sprain or low ankle sprain injury. We'll see if he'll be available for next Monday when the Bills travel to MetLife and take on the Jets. This is not a good day for Panthers fans, but 10-36 against Chicago. Panthers go to 1-4, Bears go to 3-2. Caleb Williams, stellar game, 20 out of 29, 304 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. DJ Moore had 105 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns. So we're seeing now the Caleb Williams era showing us why we shouldn't even trade at that number. Why we shouldn't even trade for Bryce Young. And Caleb Williams is on fire. The Bears will go to London for Week 6. So can they keep that momentum against Jacksonville? That's going to be a great opponent for the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, look, at this point, as of recorded, Austin Corbett is out for the season. So your starting center is out. Brady Christensen will be starting center for the Week 6 game. While Taylor Moton will be out against the Falcons also. So Yashin Yaman, I think the former Packers left tackle or right tackle, he'll step in to play right tackle. So a lot of changes on the Panthers O-line, but again, there's still concerns in Carolina, so we'll see what happens there in Charlotte. This was my underdog, my upset of the week, and it didn't go well. Did not go well. Cleveland getting blown up by the Washington Commanders 13-34. Cleveland goes 1-4, while the Commanders are on a red-hot start, 4-1 record. Jayden Daniels, 14-25 attempts, 238 passing yards, a touchdown in the air, but a pick also against a good Browns defense. Let's talk Washington. 4-1, you feel confident. Now here's the big challenge. Can you beat good opponents? And their next opponent is the Baltimore Ravens. That's going to be a good game to watch. Jayden Daniels versus Lamar Jackson, 2 mobile quarterbacks going head-to-head, so I'm excited to see that one. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, look, at this point, I thought Nick Chubb would be playing, but he did not get the chance to play Deshaun Watson, still situation on Deshaun Watson. But also now next week is who your next opponent is. It's the Philadelphia Eagles. Yeah, you might want to think right now that they're going to need this one the most. All right, an ugly game in New England. The Dolphins getting a must-win here, 15-10 over the Patriots. Miami goes to 2-3, while the Patriots go 1-4. Let's give credit to Zach Sealer. 1 total tackle, 1 solo tackle, 1 sack, 1 tackle for loss, and 3 QB hits. So big day for that Dolphins defense. Of course, allowing 10 points, and then the Jalen Polk touchdown that they did said he needs to have both feet, not feet, but both of his foot in bounds. Tough one. Miami in 2-3, so they should be happy about that. But again, they're still hoping if Tua will be back really soon. While for New England, your next opponent is Houston, and I don't know about you guys. Jacoby Brissett is probably going to get benched next week, or week 7 will we see Drake May as the starter. All right, this is the game. I got this one right. The Jaguars getting a win 34-37 over the Colts. The Colts fall to 2-3, and the Jaguars finally get their first win of the season. So shout out to the birthday boy from yesterday, Trevor Lawrence, 28 out of 34. 373 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, a pick. Give Brian Thomas Jr. also credit. He had a monster day. And so is Ted Gibbs, Big Skip. So give him credit. He had also a monster day. And this Jaguars offense looks a little different with those young guys coming in. But now they're going to go travel to London, of course, take on the Bears. So let's see if they can get that mojo going. The Colts, on the other hand, 2-3, of course. He's still waiting for Anthony Richardson if he'll return. At least it's just one game that he's missed just this season. But Joe Flacco was confident. He came in that game really good. Almost had that comeback game for the Colts, but the Jaguars narrowly get that win. This is how much they almost got him. So, great win for the Jaguars. Down to H-Town, the Buffalo Bills losing to the Houston Texans 20-23. This was the game of the week. Houston goes to 4-1, and the Bills will go 3-2. Kyrie Fairbairn 3 for 3 on field goals. The longest was 59, the game winner, and 100% on that accuracy. Again, Houston next opponent, New England, easy win. Buffalo Monday night against the Jets. That is a game that they are going to hope they want Josh Allen back, who is dealing with a low ankle injury and a concussion protocol, which the NFLPA will be investigating about that. Baltimore, I said in the last video on the predictions that Baltimore will win this game if they run the ball against this Bengals defense because they can't stop the run. And the Ravens won 41-38 over the Bengals. The Ravens are 3-2. The Bengals go 1-4. Lamar Jackson, 26 out of 42, 348 passing yards, and 4 touchdowns on the air. The one touchdown was crazy. He fumbled the football, recovered it, rolled to his right, and found Isaiah Likely in, I believe, a double coverage in the end zone. That was huge for that game. Ravens will take on Washington. Should be a fun one. Cincinnati getting a Sunday night game against the Giants. This is a must-win for the Bengals, and they're going to need that. It's change of quarterback coming in Las Vegas, where the Raiders fall to the Denver Broncos, 18-34. Denver surprisingly 3-2 with Bo Nix, while for the Raiders are 2-3. Pats are 10-2. 2 INTs. One of them was a 100-yard pick six. 2 solo tackles, 2 pass defenses. But also give Bo Nix credit, okay? This rookie is playing his confidence, getting to know Sean Payton's offense. Now can they go 4-2? And that is going to be a challenge as they're going to take on a rested Chargers team who are going to come off a bye. Raiders, now you got to play the game where who's going to start against Pittsburgh. Good luck. This was the upset. I don't believe it. Arizona beating San Francisco 24-23. The 49ers are 2-3. The Cardinals are 2-3. Kyler Murray, 19 out of 30, 195 passing yards, a touchdown, and a pick. Big day. He is, of course, the LFG player of the game. You know the award that Tom Brady always hands out to those players. And you know what LFG means. Yeah. So, Arizona getting a massive win. That's a huge one. Now they go to Lambeau Field to take on Green Bay and see if they can go even 3-3. While San Francisco, short week to Seattle on a Thursday night football game in a must-win game. And speaking of Seattle, how could you lose to the Giants? The Giants won 29-20. The Giants go 2-3. Seattle falls to 3-2. Daniel Jones, 23 out of 34, 257 passing yards and 2 touchdowns. And they did win this game without Devin Singletary or Malik Neighbors. So that is something that Giants fans are thinking, wait, can we do we have a quarterback who can actually win games? Be patient, New York. Be patient. While Seattle, they've gone from 3-0 to now 3-2. Now a short week against San Francisco in a Thursday night football game. It's also must-win game for Seattle. The Packers getting a respectable win against Sean McVay and the Rams, 24-19. Packers go to 3-2, and the Rams will fall to 1-4. The latest for Cooper Kupp is he will be back in Week 7. So that is good news for Rams fans. Jordan Love, 15 out of 26, 224 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. So big day for the Packers, and they will be back home to take on the Arizona Cardinals, which should be the underdog game to watch. Whoever thought about this? This game was on a prime time at 8:20, and it was weather delayed at until 9:45. If y'all were watching that game, God, that was a good one. Dallas winning at 20-17 over Pittsburgh. Dallas goes to 3-2, while Pittsburgh falls to 2-game losing streak to 3-2. Shout out to Jalen Tolbert. 7 receptions, 87 receiving yards, and the game-winning touchdown to give the Cowboys that big road win. And now they got to go back home to Dallas to take on a Lions team. That's going to be America's Game of the Week. Pittsburgh, again, are we going to see Russell Wilson? I think we'll see him, but we'll see how it goes. And so finally, here is the latest game tonight as the Saints fall to the Kansas City Chiefs 13-26. Kansas City goes to 5-0, while the New Orleans Saints go to 2-3. Welcome back to Kansas City, Kareem Hunt, 27 carries, 102 rushing yards, and 1 rushing touchdown. So big day for the Chiefs. Of course, Patrick Mahomes did throw a pick, so there is some concerns on that offense. We'll see what happens there, as they will go to a bye week. I would assume they're in the bye week. New Orleans will go back home to New Orleans to take on the Buccaneers, who, again, they need to win these games. So now in a 3-game losing streak. Not a good way to start. So how did I go as my record prediction? So not a good way to end the week. I went 5-9. Yeah, 5 right. So here are the 5 that I got correctly. The 5 that I got right was Miami, Jacksonville, Baltimore. That was a sneaky game also. Baltimore, thank you for getting that win. Green Bay, and then Kansas City was my last pick for the winners. That was tough. So 5-9 overall. 5-9 in week 5, and my overall record 40 correct out of 38. So not a good way to end this video with my overall record with a 40-38. So I need a rebound for next week, because next week has to be one of those, come on, you got to pick somebody else but the Panthers. Not so fast. I'm still picking the Panthers. That is it for today, folks. And hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. The road to 50 subscribers is a possibility, so let's keep it up, folks. Again, like button, subscribe to my channel. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.